Hello, and welcome to my L4D2 speedrunning tutorial series. I will be your host for the many evenings that you will be watching this, because there's a lot of content to come. The Master, hello. So, firstly, in this part, I am just going to quickly go over what you're about to see and how to utilize what you're about to see into your own speedruns and world records, possibly in the future. So, first, what each part is. So part one is covering setting up a practice environment. And by that I mean launching your own server, enabling cheats, demonstration of many console commands that can deal with enemies, remove them, add them, give you God mode, all that stuff. If you're already intimately familiar with the developer console and all the commands, you might not need to watch that part, but there is a lot of stuff, so there could very well be things that you don't know about, so I would still recommend giving that a quick look over. And part two is about general tricks that will be applied to the runs that you'll be doing. So these are things like teaching you how to throwable boost teammates and stuff like that that will be applied many times over all throughout your runs. So that is very important. You absolutely must watch that before part three, or you will not understand a lot of what's going on in part three. And part three, the meat and potatoes. So that is the general pathing through each individual campaign. Now, in those videos, you will see us showing how we do the setups, where we aim, where we stand exactly. That is based on us personally. You are encouraged and free to find your own setups or marks, whatever works, as long as it's as fast, or faster even. We're just showing what we know at the current time and what we personally use, but you might be able to find easier stuff. And if you can find faster stuff, better place to boost, that's great. Then go for it, and everybody else can use the better setups and everything. This is all a community effort. And so in each video of part three, there will be timestamps in the descriptions down below the video. This will lead you to each individual trick, so you can skip along to certain things if you need to watch something over again, or if you maybe already know some of the pathing and want to see what else there is to learn. And with these timestamps, at the beginning of them, you'll see on some of them they'll have a tag that says ideal. That's the word ideal encased in brackets. That's probably what I'm going to go with. That means that is the trick that is the fastest, not necessarily the easiest. In most cases, probably won't be the easiest, but it will be the fastest that we currently know, and that is what you would want to put into an actual world record attempt. So it is possible to skip along all of the ideal tags and not look at the backup strategies, and you can get a run that could be on world record pace. Of course, then you won't be learning backup strategies, which can be very important as well, but in case you want just kind of crash course, haha, get it, there's a crash course campaign. In case you want a quick crash course on the best stuff that we know of right now, you could go to the ideal tags, since I know the videos are long. There's a lot to explain. So that's something to consider. And as I said, the videos are long, so I would highly recommend that you take it one campaign at a time, or it's going to be very daunting. And so after each trick, usually, it might vary slightly, but usually after showing the ideal pathing in each video, the relevant item spawns will be shown then, like where grenade launchers spawn, maybe adrenaline, and etc. That's generally going to be shown after the ideal pathing, so stick around for that in each video. What else we got here? So each video, the entire solo pathing will be shown first, so it'll just be me going through, say for Dead Center, map 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in a row. That shows the general pathing through the levels. A lot of it, does apply to co-op as well, since each individual player will be doing all of these tiny optimizations to stay fast. So even if you're a co-op runner, there's a lot of solo that you're going to watch anyway, which is why it's first in the video. Then after the final map in solo, the co-op version of that campaign will start, and that'll show all of the co-op tricks that you could do, throwable boosting and whatnot. So through each of these campaigns that you'll see, various game versions are used. We have many old versions readily available, very easy to download and run them. Different versions apply to different campaigns sometimes if they were earlier in development, so they have some things that weren't patched out yet. In the description of each video, the game version used will be mentioned, and you can get those game versions on our Speedrunning Discord server, which I will link down below, probably in each video, including this one. So look out for that, and feel free to ask on there if you need any help as well. So, if after the fact, after I finish this tutorial and there are strategy updates, once there's enough of them, I could potentially in the future release an update video with the new strategies on whatever maps they are. That will be at the end of part 3. So, I don't know when you're watching this, but at the end of part 3 there could be some updates, potentially. And that pretty much covers it. You can contact me or the speedrunning community for this game if you need any further help. If you want to contact me, Discord is by far preferred. Again, links down below for that, and you can ask anybody in that Discord for help. Or if for some reason you really need to contact me directly, my Twitch profile, I could see those messages the easiest. Unless this is like 100 years from now and I don't exist anymore, then probably don't bother with that because I won't be there to respond. In the post-apocalyptic world, you're playing a post-apocalyptic video game. There's something very poetic about that. Anyway, so I believe that covers it, and we are on to part 1 in the next video, which is setting up a practice environment. See you there!
Michelle.